Yeah, it's a capital choice for a streaming snack. Something that comes in a bag, individually wrapped, and gives us all toffee for 5 minutes so we can't talk properly.
Yeah, it's genius. Blame Morrison.
So what's the plan with the giants then, folks? Well, the giants, the trolls, folks.
I'm going to ask Whelm what they're saying to each other.
I wish I hadn't just put a toffee in before. Yeah,
it'll sound right.
Well, like, what they say, like, is that, like, Sydney, the one I left, apparently Sydney's been looking at Brittany's girl, but Brittany's girl isn't really Brittany's girl, because Brittany's been getting with Johnny and Tommy and Mickey around the back of the bike sheds. Only Mickey around the back of the bike sheds, not Tom and Johnny. Tom and Johnny she's been getting with up at the pub, you can do the karaoke, bit of karaoke, go home, you have a bit of karaoke, and then before you get home, you're having a bit of a mood, you're having a bit of a lava, a bit of a Barney, and just stereotypes now.
Throw the hand.
I see what you mean, Whelm. I'd want to kill him too.
Basically, apparently, it comes down to Hollyoaks if it was written by trolls.
So Hollyoaks.
Better Hollyoaks.
Better
Hollyoaks.
Hollyoaks. It's going to improve Hollyoaks. It's not hard.
Does that mean that they'd be allowed to keep their OnlyFans accounts?
Also, it's been about 3 months since I last spoke, so I don't know if this is my previous accent, but I like doing the Cockney accent. This is my accent now. I sound like Adele.
I really just want to lob Whelm at him.
I was going to say, just looking over at Gary and trying to see if it's...
It's like...
Will we...
yeah. I mean, if you want to hit the massive giant troll thing, crack on.
I've got advantage on attacks with him as well, against him as well.
You technically get a sneak attack. I think. I don't know why it says like that.
I feel like Garion would leave them alone.
I'm a DM.
However, Whelm being sentient and
one of Whelm's things is that it does affect your...
he does affect my psyche.
Yeah.
So I feel like because I have Whelm, I would attack them. Even though my character wouldn't normally under this situation.
I love that you're justifying beating up something in the collection. Yeah, go on.
No, I'm more explaining the fact that I'm working against what my better judgment based on for story.
Cool. Cool. So you're gonna throw the hammer at?
Yeah,
the thing?
yeah. I'll throw it on the one on the left.
Let's go.
Right, if you could
slowly sneak out the back door. I can turn at least two of us invisible.
If you could all roll me, please, initiative.
We didn't do anything.
I'm asking you to roll it.
I've forgotten what my stats are.
8 for Chert.
Oh, Chert.
Plus 5. 21.
21.
Thank God you asked for initiative before you asked for me to roll whether I hit. My initiative is 1.
Wow.
I rolled a nat 1 on initiative. If that was my hit roll...
You're going to hit yourself.
So do I get an attack straight away? First?
Yeah, your attack starts the surprise
Well,
round.
leaves your hands in and goes, he's kind of tall.
My attack throw was 25.
25.
Um, $24 damage.
24 damage.
Yes.
Sure?
Yes.
It's on the nearest one, yeah?
Yes.
Sweet. Then we go to the top of the run with Altman.
Oh shit, yeah. I'm in a game. Cool.
Altman's not showing on
That
the,
is not a mouse.
thing.
What?
Altman's not showing.
Keeping it secret. Keeping it on the DL. I am going to haste
Okay.
with maroon. Boop. British Snoop.
Maroon 5.
I was going to say...
Maroon
we've only got
5,
one.
yeah. I've hasted. Now I am going to use my bracelet on my other
Don't be
arm.
hasty.
I just went.
Hang on, why is that
Alright.
I know you guys can't see this, but I'm well happy with this. So I've just hasted as my bonus action, and then I've activate my turn flesh to stone on the closest, whatever it is.
Determined.
Flesh to stone.
Flesh to stone. Bitches! And then I'm going to wait to see what happens there before I do my second action.
Do 17 for the save on flesh to stone.
Oh, I don't think that cuts it. Fuck. It's fine.
Sweet. Next it'll be direct.
I've still got another action because I'm hasted.
Okay, sure.
Thank you very much. So,
Why are you not showing up on the turn order?
because I don't exist. Where's the dice? There's the dice. So I'm going to do the other thing that I'm well known for on the same one, because you got away with it, is my Evanescence wand.
Wake me up inside!
Well, shouldn't you the next line to that? That was a bit.
Wake me up inside. Call my name and save me from the dark.
I'm a bard now.
Wake
so
me
actually,
up.
I can do
Wake
that
me
now.
up inside.
I'm just there.
I can't
So
get
wind
up.
starts blowing, my jacket's flowing
Wake
in the
me
wind.
up
Wake me
inside.
up inside.
I can't get up.
And 12 shots of death.
Thud, 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 thud.
Don't roll. There we go. So I'm just trying to do it on here. I've never done it before. To 32 plus 12, so 44 damage to the closest Skanksky.
Yeah, that hurts.
And then on my probably gonna die now roll, I got
You're rolling your D100,
my,
yeah?
my wild magic. I got 75. High's good, right? Right.
A large orb of water.
You glow with bright light in a 30-foot radius for the next minute. Any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of you is blinded until the end of its next turn.
You guys should move
We
away.
should definitely move away.
So he fires this wand and then ignites like a floodlight.
Be like, I told you.
Next is Derek, who is going to step away from the glowing boy.
Yeah, trying to take a shot we can't see. It's like me trying to drive at this time of year. It's a fucking nightmare.
Take some shots.
Doesn't matter what time of day it is or where the sun, where you are. The sun's always just underneath the thing.
It's a nightmare time. It's the only time of year where you need sunglasses and your headlights on.
Oh, okay. Sriracha's turn.
I sometimes find it the other way as well. Like I have to put my lights on so I can see what speed I'm doing because the dashboard there isn't enough vision from the dashboard because it's so bright everywhere else. I'm like, wake me up inside, save me. Evanescence.
Well, they did, but it wasn't popular.
Yeah.
Wow, that wasn't even a glancing blow. That was a direct. Get it? Direct.
It's one of those bands that suffered from the second song came out. It's like it's too much like the first. It's very clearly like.
Sweet. Sriracha just blasts one of them to pieces. Chert, your go.
Okay. Chert is also going to tap his Rune of the Almond Gods.
Okay.
He's going to pull out Black Razor and run round to the other one to give it a couple of hits.
Okay. You throwing it or running around?
Running around to hit it.
Go for it.
Okay, so that's a 25 on the first attack,
Hits.
and that will be 17 damage.
That's damage.
Excellent. And then another attack. 24.
Hits.
And
Bad when you talk about a band being like a one-hit wonder, and the first song that comes up is that
is
song.
that song. 17 again.
17 again.
Yeah.
Isn't that a Zach Braff film? Zac Efron film.
17 again, yeah, with
Matthew Perry.
Matthew Perry. Yeah.
So they swap places.
Yeah. Well, no, Matthew Perry gets his 17-year-old body back. Because apparently, when Matthew Perry was 17, He looked like Zac Efron a year after the last High School Musical films.
Yeah, must
So-
be a tough life.
I just want to know how much Matthew Perry
All that
paid for
teenage
them.
pussy he was getting. Yeah.
Evil's turn. Okay. Well,
Or cock. Is the game?
nah, he's straight, I believe. Ba-ba-ba-da-dum.
Is that the one where he ends up fighting the bully or something?
Sort of. He bounces a basketball around while saying
Right.
horrible things about the bully, and the bully just runs away.
Yeah.
Church,
I've never seen the film.
a
but I've
23
lived
hits
that.
you, yeah?
It does, yes.
Sweet.
Not
Dick.
the basketball.
11 damage from a claw attack.
I learned a very long time ago. Sometimes you can say things that are much more harmful
Garion, back to you.
than physical
Cool.
damage. What did you say?
I'll just do the same thing, and Whelm tells me he's telling me he wants to be the one that destroys this thing.
Okay.
So
I got this boss. Let me do the boss.
25 to hit.
25 definitely hits.
19. I don't know why that took so long to add up.
Was it 10 plus 9? Because
Yes.
yeah, that's terrible.
Uh,
I was like, wait, you only rolled 2 dice.
no, I rolled 4.
All right. So what? Do you have a minus?
No, it's alright. Yeah, what was it? 19 plus 8. 27 damage.
Okay.
3 5s and a 4.
No, there was a 6 and a 4, and then I had to add the 8 and the 1 together, and that was the bit that was thrown.
Oh, okay. As long as it was a complicated one. So we're not like, why did you roll a 9 and a 10? Just while Matt's doing his thing, ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't go see the pantomime at Harrogate, tough shit, it's over. But it was awesome, you should have done, and you should feel bad about it.
Yeah,
It's
that
not,
was
as,
brilliant this
Yeah.
year.
not as good as the Bradford one, though. So.
Ooh. Shots fired.
I was going to say, does the
Were you
Bradford
in-
one also have Tim Stedman there?
No, it has Billy Pierce.
Ooh, see Bradford's Tim Stedman.
No, Tim Stedman is Harrogate's Billy Pierce.
Ooh,
Shots fired again.
I don't know. You'll have to,
Oof.
you'll have to send me some
I have
links.
no idea who
Billy-
these people
Billy-
are other than
Billy
Tim
Pierce
Stedman
is
Did it have Niall in it?
once.
Billy Pierce is an older Yorkshire comic. I think
So
he-
racist.
No, that's the thing. Not anymore. He's
So
one
he
of
used to
them
be
who.
racist.
No, he's one of them who was like, "Oh, this shit's offensive now," rather than funny. I'm not doing it anymore.
Okay. I mean, he does live in Bradford, so that.
He does some. One of my favourite jokes of all time is
woke.
one of his, which is, "What's the difference between a kangaroo and a kangaroot?" Well, a kangaroo is an animal from Australia. A kangaroot is a Geordie stuck in a lift.
Oh, Sway's told that last week as well.
I've told it before. I've told it
that
before.
last week, and I was like,
Oh man, I'm going to keep that. I'm going to borrow that.
that's racist.
No, it's not.
But it's good.
Geordies are a race.
No, they're not.
I mean, there's something.
Barely human.
Possibly a different
He
species.
said it. Don't know where
Um,
he was. Don't know how he was racist.
But yeah, he works his stand-up
Hopefully
material
not there.
into the panto, and he's renowned for going off script at the panto. He has a thing where he tries to make the other actors break character during the show. That's like what he does when he's on panto, which of course is fucking hilarious. They were doing a tongue twister thing where they've got the like, oh, she says if she sits there, then she'll sit there, but she won't be sat there. Sit there, and making words to try and make you say something like shit. And he got one of them picked it up and said, well, she shits there. And he just went nuts. He's just running around the stage making fun of her.
It's alright. Tim Stedman made a questionable joke about people bringing kids to the show. It was like they were doing a, you know, they did a thing with who's the loudest, boys v girls,
yeah.
parents and children. They do the parents and children, and he just goes, "All right, adults, you're being a bit competitive. This is for your kids. You know, they're your children." And then he just goes, "Well, I hope they're your children." And I'm like, "Ooh, a risky joke in a kids show."
The 12 Days of Christmas song
That was
machine.
the best thing.
That was
the
that
best
was
thing I've ever
so
seen.
funny.
Is that because the Bradford one does something similar where they bring different things and they mess
Yeah.
each other up as they
Yeah.
go along?
Yeah.
Well, the last thing, he goes, 12 TikTok moves, and the next goes, you fucking joking, right? It is,
It's
I mean, they probably don't say fucking, to be fair.
they do it with their eyes.
They probably
Yeah,
do
they
when
do
the
with
mic,
their eyes,
yeah,
yeah,
when the
yeah.
microphone isn't on.
Yeah, unfortunately, yes. 12 TikToks knows.
Yeah, end of 5 is about to run out of filament. It's come
Yeah.
off the reel.
Yeah, okay, cool. It's fine, it's not pretty anything major.
But the sets are really, really impressive. They're good
Yeah,
flying
the
characters.
same with the Bradford one. They've got the Media and Arts Museum do their sets for them, so they
Yeah.
look incredible.
The Giant they did a few years ago was brilliant. That
Hmm.
was really, really good. The neon glow and the stuffed dog they've done for a few years has been really
The-
good.
Bradford one recently got, I say recently, probably 6 years ago now, one of them crane machine things that you put something on the end of. So every single panto has a bit where the stage goes black and the machine comes out and whatever they're riding on comes flying out over the audience.
Oh, that would be
Because
cool.
the whole machine's blacked
The
out.
Pegasus,
Boom.
that horse thing,
Yeah, from this year.
it looked like a real friggin' horse.
Yeah.
Like, well, almost.
It was,
the
it
wings
was,
were
it was
ridiculous.
really, really well done. What was the one
It
that
looked like a real life Pegasus.
It was a magic carpet they had one year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was really good.
But it's
'Cause that-
Aladdin next year, isn't it? So,
yeah.
Aladdin what?
I-
Lift.
in the show.
Yeah, that in the lift.
I fucked up. I pressed stop instead of pause. That's annoying. But that's probably
Can
about
you get out?
Let's have a look. Go play some hockey.
Yeah. Our kids have decided that they're too old for panto now, and are not going to go anymore. Which I'm gutted about because
I guarantee you in 10 years they'll be asking to go to the panto.
Oh no, I was to say we've been every year for 11 years. We've done 11 years in a row. Even like apart from obviously.
How old's your eldest?
15.
We've been 11 years in a row. How old's your eldest? 4. Well, that's actually a bit too big.
Yeah,
for that.
I don't think I've been to the Panto for 20 years.
It's really good. I mean, you know the jokes. You know, it's just like, oh, through the scary woods
It's like
to
a
the
D&D
scariest place
session with
imaginable. It's like, what's that? Nesborough, hooray! It's just
Yeah, that's the thing. They
We
throw
had
in loads of
one-
local stuff. Like there was like,
Yeah.
oh, this is such a bad idea. Just as bad as the when the council tried to put fake grass everywhere. And
oh,
you're like,
so much fake grass.
ooh.
We did one. We went to the Bradford Theatre, but it was a showing of Gilbert and Sullivan's Mikado, which is the Japanese one where everyone's called like Coco and Ping Pang and really racist names.
But what about Judy?
But there's a song in there called The List. And it's about the executioner who has a list of people he wants to get rid of, but doesn't have any legal reason to get rid of yet. And part one of the side stories is his sort of trying to creep up through power, and he ends up having the entire like town council vacate because he's being too horrible, and he has to be every single role at once. And then he sings a song about how he's got this list, and now he can start working down his list. And he names people like the emperor that made alcohol illegal, and it's all done in song, and I can't sing it now. It's a really, really good song. The version that they did was completely changed to be about stuff that happened in Bradford, Leeds and Harrogate, including letting the people that said the Tour de France could shut down half the country
Yeah.
when it's not even English. But it was good, and it was done, and it fit the rhyming pattern. It was rewritten to fit the rhyming pattern perfectly. It was really well done. It was a really nice song.
The well done. They're really, really well done.
I think I could do that.
My mate wrote a panto, but then he was inappropriate with a female, and don't talk to me.
Harvey Weinstein?
No, Anthony Smith.
I'm going to say we are live.
No, no. That's where I said his name. Anthony Smith. I can't remember if he has a middle name or not. Philip. Dad was a priest.
Oh.
Lived in Borough Bridge, now lives in Harrogate. Got punched in the face. He didn't want to.
Fuck, you guys were fighting. Altman.
Face. It's hilarious.
It's your turn.
Am I done again already?
Yeah.
What do you mean already? We've not been doing anything for 20 minutes.
Well,
Honestly,
so
let's
I
just
am,
do the fucking podcast.
Wait, I'm really bright. I am.
You're very bright.
very bright. Thank you for the first time ever.
That's the first time he's been called bright.
How far is it to get near the thing and cause it issues with my lightness?
You have to get within 5 feet.
Okay.
So you're going to have to go through the pool.
No, you can get there. We have to go through the vegetation on the outside.
Can he see as well?
It bothers other people, not me.
Right, that's cool. Then.
I can get there, cool.
Shirt's now black again.
Yeah.
She was like, aha! I've
only I've only just got that. Oh, my eyes.
Oh.
I've still got the little squares from earlier.
Altman, turn your high beams off!
I don't know how. How long does it last?
A minute, so
Quite
10
a while.
rounds.
Yes. It might be an issue, I'm sorry.
Okay, guys, we're going to sneak through this dungeon. There's you, Gary, over there with clank, 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 and you like, whom.
I'm here, look at me!
Everyone knows you're coming for like 20 minutes before you get there.
Yeah, they forget about me. It's been that long.
No, you come around the corner. There's a bunch of them reading books. And like, it's so dark down here. It's rare we get a light source.
Is
Just
it a
stay
monster?
still.
It is going to be like
It's a creature, yes.
Is it a wise-looking creature?
What are you asking about? What spell particularly are you asking about?
Charm monster.
Okay, that could work. It's also almost dead.
yeah. If you charm it, I can hit it with my sword and get the soul, which I need to keep my sword from attacking me.
Oh, okay. If it's a case of you want to kill it, that's fine by me. I will. I blinded it, so it can't do any damage, or it's at least what's it did. So I will use my wand of entanglement to complete the trifecta of the cool things I have, and I don't know what happened.
You cast entangle. I have to make a strength save.
Oh, that was it. Yeah, I'd heard a beat.
I rolled a 22.
What? So it's strength check.
Yeah, there's strength plus 4.
It's ridiculous. Well, I still get 2 actions because I've got. Can catnap work on a non-willing creature?
I don't think so.
No.
Hang on. You make a
Yeah,
calming
yeah,
gesture
yeah,
and up to 3 willing creatures of your choice.
Would that potentially work on one non-willing creature? That's what I'm asking. Although it would heal him, so that's probably a bad plan. Okie dokie 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 dokie. I will.
You go, aha, go to sleep, and your 3 friends just go.
Not you guys!
Like Leslie Nielsen in the Dracula spook. It's like, no, you rise, no, shit, you over there. You see that one he's
Yeah.
stood outside the window and he's like, you come to me.
Did it Dracula Sucks or something? No.
Yeah, it's something like that.
Dead and loving it.
Dead and Loving It, thank you. I love all of them, all the spoofs. The Mel Brooks-esque spoof films
Yeah,
that just
How
play it straight, but the film itself is silly.
yeah.
How many roads must a man walk down before he can call you a man?
Well, enough to get to my house, or else I can't hear him. And if I can't hear him, I don't really care what he calls me. So,
How nearly dead is he? Like, if I hit him at all, will he die?
what weapons do you have?
In fact, how does grappling someone work?
You grab them, you roll a strength check, they roll a strength check. If they beat you, they get out of it on their turn.
Give him a cuddle. It's not going to be good. I'm not got great strength, but
I'll be right as long as I can.
if
do the
nothing
old
else, that's
stabby
distracting.
stab.
I will grapple him.
You
I
could
rolled,
just vicious mockery him twice, because that won't kill him.
I rolled a 16.
Okay, I can't
grapple.
get out of it till his turn, so
Ah, right, so he's grappled anyway.
you have him right now, yeah.
Right.
Whose turn is it?
It's direct. Who, upon realising that Chert is the one that would like to do it,
Excellent.
is going to...
Sharpen his blade and take the kill.
He's going to run up to Chert, and he's going to cast Cure Wounds on Chert.
Oh, thank you. How many wounds do I get back?
26 wound back.
Thank you very much.
Skiracha. Oh, shush.
Why do the sharks, when they say let's go hunt, why do they then start singing run away and then say that back if they're the sharks going hunting?
I don't think it's them saying it. I think it's
Mate,
you
mate,
are
mate.
Oh, they
singing
did
about
Mate.
it.
characters.
Mate. None of this was ever meant to be taken that seriously.
Fucking marine biologists got to ruin everything. Don't they? That's a
It's
beautiful song. Might not make any sense, but it's a beautiful
Sriracha
song.
is going to cast a
It's the Mozart.
Doctor
of the modern
Strange
era.
style spell to create a shield in front of her.
Uh-huh.
Chert.
Right, Black Razor, get ready for your soul, so you don't have to take mine this evening.
Chert, you have 1 attack per action.
Yep.
Somebody else should probably have done some damage.
Oh, it's alright. It'll be fine. Does 29 hit?
It does.
Excellent. And that's going to be roll big. Oh shit. 11.
Okay. He's still alive.
Damn it. Sorry.
Like I said, someone else should probably have done some damage to him.
Have you actually got to kill him?
Yeah. So basically, the thing with Black Razor is, it has to have at least 1 soul every 3 days, and he hasn't had any. I'm gonna have to go find a rat to stab in a minute. It doesn't matter what souls, but it also like
Altman.
It doesn't care what soul it gets, as long as it gets a soul every 3 days. It's quite happy because that's its whole reason to
Does,
exist. Is to get
Can
souls.
you throw the weapon to
25, 14, and 14. Don't need
That
them
or me?
That's a good point. Yes,
the
I shall.
25 does, I think.
Sweet, you take 7 piercing damage.
No, thank you.
No, you take it.
I'm grappled.
I
I'm
suppose
safe.
I
He
could
can't
climb
stab me. I'm holding on to him. And he's blind.
He has a bite attack and 2 scratch attacks. You're here. So he's like, om nom nom. Rather than trying to get out.
You can't reach me. It's not physically possible. The size difference is just... Trust me, Dill does it all the time. You cannot get a bite. No, you can't bite them. I'm not biting my child, do you?
I've tried it. You can't bite your child when they're hugging you. Altman, your turn.
It's bullshit. What?
Oh, also the
You
troll.
didn't kill him?
Also, the
Sorry.
troll,
Give me the
Chert,
sword. Can I ask you to throw me the sword?
the troll,
Yeah.
Chert, and Derek are all now blinded,
Ah.
meaning they can't see shit.
Gets shit.
Can I let go and just punch him in the nuts? Just...
Go for it.
No, I'll use the whip. That will hurt more.
Okay.
Go for just the tip.
Unless he likes that.
Well, he might like it, but it's still going to cause him physical pain. The pain's not irrelevant. Visual.
Hello.
Have we missed my turn?
I thought you did something on your turn. No, it's your turn now then.
Ah.
What do you want to do? Fuck him up.
Would
How
I
much would
would I be able to yell to Chert, throw me Black
Not from
Razor,
this
and
distance.
then attack it?
Not from this distance.
Right.
I'm blind as well. That's probably.
It ends up in the middle of the pond.
It's
Does
like,
anybody
yeah.
want?
Garion.
No, I'm good.
Garion. You're like, throw me the sword, and she's like,
Yeah, if I could have a Pepsi, that'd be lovely.
I'll just do. I'll just lob whelm again.
Full fat Pepsi, please.
Nat 20.
well done, roll damage. Remember, you're on 2d8 extra, which means you're now on 4d8
And
extra.
those 2 d8s were 8s. One of the d6s was a 6, and the other is a 4. So
Don't
that
forget
is
to double your
complicated
dice
maths.
rolls.
Yeah, so that's what 26. 26. So 52.
What are you watching?
52 plus
Something about
60
when your
damage.
friend doesn't like
It's
pickles and you do.
That's how you do it.
Fucking hell.
Okay, you've killed the Scrags, well done. Altman, you eventually stop glowing and everyone around you can see. Garion, you have
Yes.
successfully unlocked this portal.
Cool. So I get a prize.
Yeah, your prize was being attacked by 2 Scrags.
Shit prize. It's like the
What next?
Blankety blank or
Do
something.
they have pockets?
No,
So they're not going to try. Just not a lot.
they don't even have loincloths.
You mean I was just attacking something with its schlong dangling out?
Well, that's what they have
Question.
now.
Has anyone seen Eternals?
Yes.
No, not yet.
No,
Is it good? That's enough. Okay, that's all I needed.
I've
Because
seen.
I've never fallen asleep in any Marvel movie, and I've seen one after working 26 hours straight.
And you fell
And I
asleep watching
and I
Eternals.
missed the
So,
end of it, so I don't know what
I've read reviews from both sides. One saying I mean, I still haven't watched
We made a
Spider-Man.
good film,
I'm
and
gonna-
one's saying the film was shit.
I'm going to pause the mic
I still haven't watched.
because
There's only
Okay,
one
we finished
peril.
talking about spoilers.
There's only one peril for Superman, and the first Superman movie, the Christopher Reeve's got it absolutely right. Is you can't be in two places at once.
Yeah.
That's it. So that's what you do.
Yeah, but
Like, you don't launch one nuclear missile, you launch two in opposite directions. Now you're fucked.
this is
And
it.
then go,
You've
"Pick
got
one."
can't be in two places at once. So you've got a moral dilemma
Yeah.
for Superman. Then you've got someone similar powers, similar strength, with no morals. Superman has to fight them.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. That's two ways of fighting Superman. Kryptonite's involved in at least one of them as well.
Mm.
All right, then what do you do after that? The third one is, let's team him up with a comic and sell it on the fact that it's a comedy now, not an action film.
Oh,
And the fourth one is awful, but does again someone with similar powers that he has to fight
yeah.
that has no morals. Superman Returns, Green Kryptonite.
I
Man of
really
Steel.
like Superman Returns.
Me too.
I really, really
Man of
like
Steel.
Sorry.
Oh, someone with equal powers, Superman has to fight them.
It. Yeah.
Batman versus Superman, someone with equal powers, Superman has to. There's only two storylines they can do, because anything else is either a criminal so low down that Superman
I quite
just
like the
isn't in
Lois and
danger.
Clark, show though. That was
Which is
well
why
done.
the series works so well, because they show you the day-to-day life of living as a superhero,
Yeah.
and the romances and the various personal relationships
But
that
as a
he has.
movie, it kind of sucks.
I also really like the new Superman in Supergirl and Superman and Lois, because he's a bit clumsy and he's a bit funny and a bit nerdy and a bit geeky, even when he's being Superman. He's got an actual
I haven't
personality.
watched any of those.
It's good.
Because out of all the things, and I know that you're absolutely right with the limitations of Superman, but
2003.
2003. Pink Kryptonite in 2003, ladies and gentlemen. Do better.
ouch. But Superman's just is my favourite super. First, it's the one that I went to see at cinema when I was a little kid. But the thing about Superman that's always really good is, and it's the same thing that the A-Team have. There's no peril, and there shouldn't be. I don't like Superman being dark. I don't like any suspense music. But but you have some bullies. They're doing some bad shit. You know, you get introduced to them, and then Superman rocks up, and it's just sit back and enjoy this guy kick the bully's ass.
That's why I think the way
That's
they
probably
did
why I
it.
used to like the 60s Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Because it
why
was
I
just
think the
silly.
way they did it
I loved
in the Justice League film, the Zack Snyder cut,
Yeah.
was good,
Yeah.
because you've got everyone is doing their best, but these are heroes that at this point we know have limitations and weaknesses and that. And
Yeah.
just when it starts to get too much for them and the bad guy's becoming a big dick, then Superman turns
Yeah.
up as sort of a no, Daddy's home now. Put the box down. We're
Yeah.
ending this shit.
Yeah. And they got that bit really, really
I
right.
can't believe they ever went with any other cut, that movie.
No.
Because I saw the first one, and I was like, I don't understand what happened.
Yeah.
I don't-
It's just
I don't feel like anything happened.
it feels like someone ran a Marvel movie through a straight to DVD film.
Yeah.
And then I watched the thingy cut, and I was just like, right, okay. Yeah. So what they should have done is either make two fucking movies, and rinse us for some more money. I know that's not a popular belief, but they should have just cut it in half if they were worried about it being too long, or just do what they did. And it made so much sense. You learn more about each of the characters, because most of that I'm like, I've read these comics, I love these characters, but I'm not invested in any of them.
Yeah.
That was
But I've
my
always said
issue with it
as
yeah.
well, that all the DC movies at the moment, from what's his face's Batman's from
Ben Affleck's
Ben
first,
Affleck.
yeah.
I actually wasn't sure about Ben Affleck, but then I was like, actually, he makes that sort of
I really
Batman
liked him,
Above
yeah.
and Beyond,
Yeah. No.
that grisly
big fan of
animated
that.
series sort of Batman.
Yeah.
He fit it really well. I was really impressed. That was the only good thing from that point on, was he was a good Batman, because everything else just felt like they were trying to be Marvel. They were building to
Except
something later on.
For
and
the
then-
first Wonder Woman film. That is a hell of a film. I really enjoyed that. I think it was done really well.
That was good.
I haven't watched any DC films in.
I'm looking forward to the new stuff. Black
Because
Adam.
I think
looks really good.
I'll be
Yeah.
honest, I think it's just because I got bored of them.
Flashpoint or The Flash, whatever
I
they
think
call it in the
it's-
film, looks really good.
The thing for me with DC, whereas Marvel's built up to over many, many years and many movies, DC sort of like, shit, we've got to catch up, so it's rushed.
And that's the problem.
And that you don't care about it.
Now,
At the
imagine
end of-
we
What
had,
they should have done, if they
Yeah.
should have just done the movies,
as they should have done them. Yeah.
Yeah.
like Marvel did. Yes, they're
Yeah.
5-10 years late behind the thing, but they'd still, by the end of it, they would have something. And like you said,
Universal
rushed-
made the same
Yeah.
problem with their monsters films, where they made The Mummy with Tom Cruise, and they forced a bazillion references to other films in there.
Yeah.
Some of which haven't had an installment since the 70s, like the creature from
Yeah.
the Black Lagoon and that,
Yeah.
that isn't anywhere in the public zeitgeist, in the heads of fans and niche,
Yeah.
people who remember it, people that have gone and sorted it out, but not in the public consciousness. And then suddenly, Russell Crowe is Jekyll and Hyde in a mummy film, and it's like, well, Jekyll and Hyde wasn't even one of the original Universal monsters, so what's going on now?
Yeah, it's like, well, you don't need to rush it. That's the thing. You don't need to rush it. Enjoy it. Enjoy the build up. Take 10 years and 20 movies and build it up, because at the end of Endgame, with the portals, you know every single one of those characters, and you care about every single
Invested
one of them.
in it.
And
You
there's
invested in
lines that there's loads of them that say,
them.
Yeah, there's literally
You get that
see it on
feeling of,
TikTok
"Oh."
everywhere.
Yeah.
You just like someone said, you see that bit with him and Peter. With Peter, I don't feel so good, and you realise that that's
Yeah.
his Spidey sense telling him that he's about to get nerfed.
Yeah.
And no one that I know can watch that without going too soon
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And it's
There's-
brilliant writing, and it's moments.
One of my
just like the
favourite
moment
bits.
where Cap
Yeah.
goes, Avengers, assemble.
Two of my favourite bits.
The bit with Sam though as well.
Goosebumps.
Where he goes, hey Cap, on your left, and then the
Yes.
portal
Yeah.
stuff. You're like, that's
Yeah.
fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Two
And
of
then
my absolute favourite Marvel moments. My favourite first one is the last line of Infinity War, where the Boy Scout Christian apple pie yes and no man. The last line of the film is him sitting down and in deep despair, taking the Lord's name in vain, which Captain America wouldn't do. He goes, "Oh dear God," and that's the last line of the film when he realises they've lost. And it's like that is a character falling apart in front of
Yeah.
you in one line. It's
Yeah.
so well done, so well delivered.
But it's also like the funniest side of things as well. Like, I can do this all day. I know. Like when he's fighting himself and stuff like that. It's like you say, it's the character arcs where they go from being this to being still this, but better for it. And like if Julia hadn't seen most of the movies when we first started dating, and being a good boyfriend, I made her watch all of them from start to finish. But one of the first things was I didn't really like Captain America because he's a bit too goody two shoes. Now, admittedly, yes, I had then got angry and explained at length why he was a goody two shoes, because he was from the
He's from the 40s.
From the 40s.
You rather a goody
yeah.
two shoes or a gangster.
Or a Hitler. And there's no in between, just Hitler or nice. And that's how I see the world. No, and we watched it all through, and after watching all the different movies, seeing him grow as an individual,
character,
it's like,
yeah.
actually, I really like him. Is that right, babe?
What?
Nothing, it's fine.
Yeah.
Talking about you, not to you.
Cool.
But yeah,
Is that right, babe? That's what you do, you little shit.
love you.
But that's the thing with DC too. Give me some decent new origin movies. I've got no problem having another Superman origin movie as long as I get a good film.
Do you know what? Best DC film I've seen in a long time? The new Suicide Squad.
Oh, it's really good. I
good.
Laughed my head
It's
off at
so
that.
much fun. Every single person on screen, from the main cast to the extras, is clearly having a good time and enjoying being in that film.
And the fact that you know the whole at the end you think it's a massive colourful starfish stomping across the city. It's like, I'm sorry, that's so stupid.
But
it's
but
brilliant.
it's an actual threat as well, and you're actually like,
Oh,
are they going to
shit.
beat this? And you're like,
Yeah,
Starro is such a weird choice for the first film, but they made it work.
Yeah.
So they turned Polka Dot Man into a dramatic hero.
Yeah.
A sympathetic character. I'm like, Polka Dot Man was a gimmick brought in like the 60s in the comics. Oh my god.
no, it's really. I've
Shall
got
we head out of the door?
No, we're podcasting.
I
Have you
don't know why I
seen?
bother putting a schedule.
Yeah,
up.
let's
Have-
go to the next
have
one,
you
and then
seen-
we'll discuss
We're live,
the
aren't we?
Rocketeer,
Yeah, we're
the
live,
new
it's fine.
Ghostbusters.
It's all content.
Yeah.
But I've not seen the new Ghostbusters yet. Have you seen the
Oh, that's on my list.
series for John Cena's Peacemaker?
No.
No.
He's got his own TV series on HBO.
Ooh.
The opening credits is a entirely choreographed Broadway dance number with the cast singing along to the credits.
Oh, brilliant.
That is the opening, and they're all in costume. So Peacemaker's in his outfit with his silver hat,
Yeah.
and he's doing this sort of like Russian folk dance. It's just everything's neon pink, and they're all terrible singers. So it's funny as anything. It's great.
Oh, I'll have to watch that because kudos to John Cena. 'Cause
I never
It was
thought-
amazing.
I never
he's-
thought I'd
he's
say-
You
yeah.
know, he was absolutely brilliant, and to send him because you know that there's certain things that like Jason Statham and The Rock have in their movies where it's in my contract. I don't look weak in fights. I get this many punches in. You can hit me this many times, and then I kick ass. And that has, you know, John Cena's just like, yep, I'll stand here in my pants for the sake of a joke.
But that's
And-
it. Like, I never thought I'd say that John Cena was my favourite bit in a film
Yeah, and
ever.
He was brilliant. He was exactly. He walked the right line between hammy and entertaining. He was absolutely perfect.
He was a nice foil to Idris Elba as well, giving them
That was-
characters that are so similar but acted so differently with such different morals.
Yeah.
Was a really good choice
And
for the film.
technically as well, going into that, he was, on paper, he was the better
Mm.
person. And then the twist at the end.
Yeah.
I like it that
I'm
he,
like
yeah.
going, I'm going to give you a spoiler or whatever. It's not,
It's been long enough now.
I'm
though.
feeling
Nah,
like
it's-
Tom.
let people
Tom
watch it.
Hiddleston.
Let people watch it.
No, that's
I
not
haven't
one.
watched it.
Tom Holland.
Thank you, Tom Holland.
Not
I know
Mark
who people
Ruffalo.
are.
Not Mark Ruffalo.
Not Mark Ruffalo. No, yeah, just fucking go to the cinema and leave. Take the stream and just after this, I'll
Leave
get
the stream on,
on
yeah.
and then watch it.
So even Mark Ruffalo's spoiler for Infinity War didn't twig at the time until like afterwards, like after you'd seen the movie, went, oh yeah.
I just love the fact that him and Tom Holland are given fake scripts.
Tom Holland's not given a script.
Well,
he's not.
yeah,
he,
he's
just,
not, yeah.
he just gets.
He was for
It's
the
all
Spider-Man,
insane.
but that was it.
Yeah. There's the Spider-Man in Space comic. He's like, yeah, I just got the script that says Spider-Man in Space. You see what going, like, shut the fuck up.
Best one is someone said that there's a tweet going around. It was like a link. Tom Holland leaks Avengers Endgame online a week early, and then there's a response from Tom Holland's account going, "I legit went, fuck, did I?"
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
So yeah, I was expecting a call from Kevin any minute.
The
Oh.
Ruffalo one's still my favourite for Ragnarok. Though.
Yeah, just it
Where
was
it's
told to
just
do
like people
publicity.
kept ringing me and I'm like, gosh.
He was told to do publicity for Thor Ragnarok, so he did a Facebook Live down the red
Yeah.
carpet,
He didn't turn it off.
and then just put his phone in his pocket and went in. And whilst all you can see is his pocket, you can hear the dialogue for the first like
and
20
it was
minutes
all
of
the
the
people
film.
laughing and stuff like that as well and stuff. And he gets dragged up to the whoever's in charge.
Kevin
sort of thing.
Feige, how
And,
he
and he's
said.
like, I'm in so much trouble. He walks in, oh my god, that was brilliant! That got more press than anything we could have done. It was amazing. You're a genius. And I'm like, oh my god, that is such a Mark Ruffalo thing. You know, you're just like, it's okay. What? All right.
Yeah. Anyway, D&D.
Yeah, so we'll open the door
We'll open the door.
whilst discussing Ghostbusters.
Hey, in fairness, we've done a room.
we have done
Now,
it.
I haven't seen
Two.
Ghostbusters yet.
Well, 1.5. We started one last week.
I was just saying,
Oh,
you
yeah.
were already. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
And
that's
you
it,
went
yeah.
twice.
Yeah.
We've been stopped that long. My mouse had gone to sleep.
More water.
You just not that long.
It's not
I
the
didn't
only
went to
one.
sleep.
You find more water.
We're still being more effective
Say.
without those two here. I'm just saying.
We're podcasting for half of this, and we've still done more than the rest of
I
them.
was gonna say.
What are the little round, fiery-looking things?
Fires.
Cool.
Uh,
We haven't cleared that up.
Chert will
My
investigate
little
without
dragon's still
touching the thing.
surprised. I don't understand. It's just going. The entire street.
I'll look at that.
I like the little tail animation. Little curly tail animation. It's really cool.
It does other stuff, but I broke it.
There's bits where you can change the HTML code of it to do different things, and I think he's like probably deleting.
I didn't touch anything.
He's
I
probably
didn't touch anything.
he's probably deleting a bracket or something.
I
Well,
didn't
you
touch
knew-
it. No, somebody did it. Come
No,
here.
Fucking- all I did was add a little baby dragon because I was like, oh, that's cute. We were going to have a robot, the old robot back, and then Sid goes, well, it's all D&D, so we should probably do the dragon. I'm like, there's a dragon?
A dragon. A dragon.
What I didn't tell
I
him
swear
is
I
that
saw a
cost-
dragon.
Dragon cost me a tenner, but I bought the dragon.
The robot was free.
The robot was free, but the dragon was something, coins.
Dragon.
And then as well, I had to pay extra to get a red one because it was only the green one was free. And I was like, I can't have a green dragon. And well, that's wrong. Got to have a red dragon.
Dragon.
Although it was a zombie dragon, which looks epic. But I might pay for that for Halloween. I might do that for Halloween.
Yeah.
A dragon.
Spoiler
A
alert.
dragon. I swear I saw a dragon.
What's in this room then, Mr. DM, sir?
Pool of water and some fires,
Cool.
Yeah.
Let's
along with
walk-
4
what?
piles of bones.
Alright, cool. That sounds legit. Right, next room.
Not quite. Hang on.
Open the door. Nope.
With his hands firmly in his pockets, Chert will wander over to a pile of bones and investigate using only his eyes. Just
Roll for initiative.
Look with your eyes, not your hands.
yeah.
You hear a squelch. There's something.
And Garion would like to animate dead.
One second.
Animate's dead.
Sweet.
I was going to say Azarth.
Shirt.
Yeah, Zarth would have
Azarth
creamed
would
himself
have
walking
loved
in
it.
here.
This is
I'm
Azarth's
guessing
room.
a 24 hits you, Chert.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Yes,
Azarth
it does.
isn't
Do
here.
I get sucked
Sweet.
into a pile of bones?
No, you take 11 piercing damage
Oh.
as a harpoon shoots out of the lake of water,
Told you.
pierces your shoulder. It then starts dragging you into the water.
Oh, not again.
How far is my dimension?
Shit! Help! Again! Please! Ah! Says Chert.
That's
can't
an interesting song.
I can't swim.
Well, don't like
Oh,
being
dear.
stabbed through the chest.
As I'm getting dragged in, have I got time to polymorph?
Guys.
Yeah, I've seen. There's 4 of them.
We'd have to go with initiative.
Okay.
Not if I shut the door, we don't. Does knock work in reverse and lock the door? Nope. Have fun, Shirt. Here's some bardic inspiration. You got this.
You open the doors a few minutes later and find Chert surrounded by calamari and sushi. Like,
See, I told you. Is anyone hungry?
roll initiatives.
What is it?
11.
11.
Come on, Chert. You've got to roll high. Oh, for fuck's sake, 7.
I still keep trying to do stuff. I've got to remember I'm using an... Oh, what a waste.
Nat
25.
Nat 20 on my initiative. Why did it not show up?
For some reason, you're not showing up.
Oh, it's because it's actually working on here now, so maybe that's it.
Should
It
be.
was what I was doing on the laptop.
Yeah, but yeah, you're not on mine either.
Weird.
Gary, what did you get?
11.
And Chert?
Are these wise
7.
things? No, constitutional things. Are they constitutional?
What? Constitutional? What?
Are they?
Are they?
They don't
what-
take daily walks
I was
around
like,
the
Are
village.
they
wise?
whatever
And then I
stat
remembered it was
involves
wisdom.
constitution?
Yeah, whatever the thing.
You
does.
can't tell because you cast something on them.
I mean, it looks kind of.
It's your turn. You're first, Alban.
I know, that's why I'm asking. I'm trying to find out if I can turn one of the fuckers.
These
into
are.
stone.
Let me find you a good picture.
Fishmen.
Friendly?
Or women.
Is the
Fish
D&D table on?
persons.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, table.
It looks like Garion. Not
I
Garion.
kind of want to play a
I'm
character.
Garion.
Like that, if they have legs.
Gyarados.
It's called a Merrow. It's like a merman on fucking steroids.
Friendly merman?
I mean, there's
well,
not a lot of
it's
man to
harpooned
the
you.
Apart from the fact he's harpooning through the shoulders, dragging
Unless
into the
We're
water.
doing
Harpooning.
nothing. You're like, you just
Yeah.
walked in, and look at that harpoon.
Unless-
That is an aggressive harpoon.
I'm gonna say unless they don't have
Shit.
like cupids.
Yeah.
So the closest their cupid is a fish that harpoons you
it's a
and
fish.
drags you into love.
Yeah, this is the customary greeting. They've learnt it from humans that have fished them in the past and then pulled them out for their back. The bones are just coincidence. I'm feeling very
Okay.
optimistic about this.
I'll just sit down and watch.
The harpoon of matrimony.
I love you!
And now have a photograph taken and back you go.
Drags you underwater. Two of them stand side by side to hold you. And I was like,
Trying to make it look bigger.
And then throw away.
this is sat upside down underwater with their fishing rods trailing out to the top of the surface of the pool. Like,
Are we going to let him go, Dad? He knows we caught him.
no. Now remember, we have to gut them quickly, or else they'll spoil. And Church is like,
Chert sushi.
hold on to him.
Right. I'm turning something to stone, I swear to God. Am I still hasted, or has that ended?
No, that's ended by now.
And is it once per thingy?
It's once per long rest. For one round, you get haste.
Right, I could do the stone thing forever. I don't know why I said it like that, there's no chance. But do you want me to wisdom and do some... I'm going to start off with the magic.
Yeah.
I'm
I
gonna
went
start
on
off-
a bit of a roller coaster there.
It's
Just
just emotional. Imagine being in my head.
I'd rather not.
Yes, yeah.
Fuck that.
I'm gonna go with my magic whatsamajig.
Okay, that's a nice one.
I can't use this again now, guys. So this is it until we have a sleep. That is D100. So I was not rolling D100. Let's see what happens straight off. So with my action, I roll not enough. 46 damage to the one that's got chirp
Sorry, with what?
with my mega magic missile
Okay.
with my evanescence.
Are you firing it from the other room? Or are you stepping in first?
Maybe. So I'm just trying to find the. Yeah, it's 120 feet range.
Yeah, but the door's closed.
I thought it was open.
No, Chert went through it and you closed the doors.
He was joking when he said he was
You
doing
didn't
that.
say you were joking, so I closed the
laughed.
doors. You laugh at a lot of things.
I know. Fuck you. Okay, I walk through the door
There you go. 46 damage to the one holding Chert.
to the one holding chirp,
Sweet. It's
and
dead.
then I roll a D100. Swim, you fool! Swim! You know, like fly, you fool?
Yes.
God, the fellowship would have been fucked if they'd been told to swim. What did you do? What did you get?
You know when I asked, is high good?
Did you get a 100?
Is a low bad?
What did you get?
2.
That's not a good face expression.
Roll on this table at the start of each of your turns for the next 10 rounds, ignoring this result and re-rolling.
Do you want a D10 to count?
Hang on, what?
So I have to roll.
Every turn, the start of your turn, you roll
Roll
on that
this
table.
again.
Oh.
I knew this was going to be fun.
Do you want an actual D100 for doing it as well?
No, go on. Dramatic. 4 here. I'll do it in the eyes, there's one in each eye.
It's such a satisfying sound, isn't it?
Do I have to roll now, or is it just on my next turn? Sorry.
On your next turn,
Okay.
beginning of each turn.
Cool. I'm so glad I did that first.
So there's a
What could
potential.
possibly go wrong?
So 10 things potentially going to happen now.
No, 10 things are definitely going to happen.
Well, no, we might not have 10 rounds.
Oh, I'm going to make him roll for every round, even
Yeah.
if the combat ends. Durek is
He's
going to
not
take some
happy that I
shots.
killed a guy in a one shot.
I know. It's,
I was not supposed to do that. I am sorry, Matthew.
No, you're not.
I'm a little sorry.
Don't lie to me, I can smell it.
I was happy about doing it. But now I'm sorry.
You and I both know you fart when you lie, and it stinks in here.
No, that's Julia. Farquhar?
Farquad?
I was going to say he was from Shrek, wasn't he?
You calling her Fiona?
That depends on which version of Fiona he's calling her.
Bitch.
That's terrible. Oh, okay,
But in
Gary.
fairness, I call her Louise a lot,
Yes.
so...
I am going to cast Spirit Guardians.
Okay, that's a 30-foot radius, yeah?
15-foot radius.
Okay.
A horse has come.
30-foot diameter.
30-foot diameter.
I'll sort it out.
That's right, I got you.
And
Anything
then-
else?
Yeah. And then, hang on. Measure. Why can't I? Oh,
Could you suck?
No, he doesn't.
not there.
It does on the chocolate. Eclair.
I'm just working out the best place
Something on a
to go.
Sunday night.
What's happening?
I'm just working out the best place to go.
That matches
I'm
my jacket.
going to
Have
stand
you seen the artwork for my jacket?
There.
For Altman.
Yeah,
it's on the website.
yeah, it looks really good.
There we
Sorry,
go.
go for it.
It's like colour.
That's it. That's my turn. But when that starts its turn in a raid,
Okay.
then it gets.
And then you
Hurt.
did this arty farty
Hurt.
stuff with it. I was like,
Well, hey,
Church,
get out of the water!
with your current swim speed, you've got enough to get to the surface and go.
Swim
okay,
for
I shall
oh.
get to the surface and go, and go polymorph
Polymorphing into what?
into a giant shark, secretly.
Right, 1 second, I've got one. Here's one I made earlier.
Daddy shark do 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 do
Let's
daddy
go.
shark do.
I'm about to go return this.
No, he's a bard, so he's a sex pest shark. Do.
Cool,
Ooh.
Sorry, Bruce is in reference to the mechanical shark in Jaws that was called Bruce, as opposed to
Yeah.
anyone listening who's called Bruce, who
But
happens
it's
to
a
be a sex
sex
pest.
pest. Yeah. We're not talking about you, Bruce.
I thought you meant Bruce as in the shark from Finding Nemo.
No, he was named after the shark in Jaws.
Yeah.
There wasn't a shark.
That wasn't a
Well,
shark.
he wasn't a real shark, or was he?
Fair point. All I know is that the woman that they did the
We
opening
could only
with
talk about
broke her
Michael
leg.
Caine for 20 minutes again.
When you
Michael
invest-
Caine.
Sir Michael, you must
Every
every 3
three.
words.
Master Wait.
What was it? The
Master
Man Who Would
Wait.
Be King.
That's what he says that.
You ever seen The Man Who Would Be King?
That's a good one.
That's one of my favourites.
Harry Brown.
Yeah.
Fuck that. He was good in
Yeah.
that. He was good in that.
D&D. Back in the room.
So just before diving under to do some chomping, and in the style of Jaws, Chert is going to just
You get
in
change
shark
it and
form
do
just
something.
stick out the water
They
and
can move.
roar, just like sharks do, as proven
In-
in Jaws 4.
I was
Is it
gonna
Jaws
say,
4 that you
Jaws
wrote? Yeah.
If the shark comes out the
What
water,
kind of marine biologist are you?
this is exactly the thing.
That's his point.
Jaws 4, the shark comes out the water and roars at
Oh,
Ellen Brody.
Try to find
It's-
something.
It's brilliant. Roars at her with its vocal cords that all sharks have, and its lungs.
The one thing I always find really funny is that I go to watch movies for escapism. That's why I watch movies. I've always been into movies and stuff like that for the escapism. And then they do shit like that, and you're like, no, it's not realistic.
Yeah.
And it's like, what's that shitty Noah's Ark movie?
Noah?
Noah's
no,
Ark.
2012.
Oh yeah.
Where they're like, the fucking protons have mutated. No, that's not a thing.
Yeah.
That's
And then-
not protons, but sure.
And then they go through all the thing. The protons have heated up, and the protons have mutated. They're heating up the world, and that's why the thing goes with the solar flare. First of all, not science whatsoever. But then they never revisit it. So the protons just went back to normal.
Yeah.
What happened?
I don't mind any movie being silly as long as it sticks with its own internal logic. Where it sets out these are the rules of our universe, so therefore this can happen and then this can happen, and it's fine. And it's as long as you stay within that, you can do whatever you want, but you've got to set out what those rules
Nope.
are. So you are otherwise it doesn't work.
Whenever I see the image, I was thinking of it going, fuck!
Fucking Legos!
And then it's had to swim up and do it at the surface so the baby sharks don't hear it swearing.
Tell you what, the marine biologist has to explain to a shark. Said, "I tell you what, you're having a very bad day." He says, "What's wrong? He said, what's happened to you?" "Well, I've stepped on Lego." "Where's the Lego?" "It's still in my foot." It's like, "Yeah, that's why you're having a bad day. You're a shark. You shouldn't have feet."
It's all gone wrong.
It's all gone Pete Tom.
Right, so what's
Right.
Gary doing now?
Don't know what's Gary doing now.
It's not my go, is it?
That's
It's Evil's
evil.
go, isn't it?
So what's the evil doing now?
Evil.
Evil
do I do?
have to do a wisdom save
My
first.
goodness.
First one's here.
Well, that one does anyway.
Got to roll
I'm
with some
surprised about this flag.
11
Failed.
damage.
It's very exciting.
It's going to be exhausted by the end of it, this dragon.
Actually, it's not Jaws. It's still
22.
It's more like
It's dead.
sea.
Great movie. Although the bit where Samuel L. Jackson gets eaten.
Yeah,
Fucking
right at the
called
beginning.
it. I literally went, he's about to die. And my mate went, no, they're not going to kill. Oh, fuck. I was like, yep. No, I just...
Quick question, not that it's worth doing in this round, but if I was to get one of these to polymorph me, would my spirit guardians still protect me in the water?
I'd have to look it up.
It's just an interesting.
That's-
It's
yeah.
no use for this one,
But next
but for
time,
future reference, it's just sort of
Hey,
just
Chert,
brain just thought of.
as a shark, does a
As
20
opposed
and a
to anywhere
22
else
hit
in my
you?
body.
no,
No.
it does, yes.
No, he's got
Sweet.
shark armour.
You take a total of 22 points of piercing damage. And then I want you to roll a strength check.
Can I ask you a marine biology question?
You can, but
What
I may not do it.
creature has the toughest skin in the ocean? The
Oh.
toughest.
Probably
imagine-
someone like
Uh,
Wolfpack, I would imagine.
Oh no, like a giant crab or something.
Living or
turtles.
previous?
They're not
Stuff like
skin
that.
though.
Living or previous?
Well, it's still natural armour.
Whales, pretty thick.
Yeah.
Is that the
I-
skin
I'd
or is that
imagine
the layers
someone
of
I
like
know
blood?
the
though?
whales are
Yeah,
pretty
what
thick
about-
skin. but
Someone
what
like a
about-
humpback or something like that, I would imagine would be.
No,
No,
Uncle
whales-
Steve aside, there's not a lot of humpbacks in Wales.
Narwhal, swimming in the
I think
ocean.
it's like a really.
Ooh, a narwhal, and that's the stabby thing.
You should turn into a hagfish.
To be perfectly honest, the humble barnacle.
Is that the snot
Yeah.
thing?
Yes.
The humble barnacle.
You should see if you can turn into a hagfish, and then you
Just
can never be
snot
grappled.
out
There you go. Sorry.
Strength check,
Strength
Chert.
check.
I was like, still need you to do the straight check. You'd be pretty strong as a shark, would you not?
Yes. So that is a 20.
Sweet, you're fine.
Woohoo!
Well, I mean, you have 2 holes in you from harpoons, but you're fine.
Yeah, other than that,
Does the harpoon have a barrel attached to it? If
No.
not, then I'm.
definitely.
Dude.
Altman! Roll me a D100.
Oh, it's that. Nice. Oh, we're doing it.
Roll me a D100.
ASR.
ASMR.
63. I am doing both ends of the spectrums with these rolls.
Oh!
You are now a god! Smite them all. Even my party. Smite all of them.
You're allergic to water.
I'm not in the water, so it's fine.
Um,
I'm not going to drink it.
so, Altman kind of does that old ninja trick of just like into smoke. As a cloud of fog suddenly appears around you.
Smoke bomb! Am I just...
So what's happening here is a magician has dropped their bag of tricks, and that's
I'm
what's
not a
going.
magician, I'm a monk.
No, I know.
It's gone Batman.
Aha, I've got it done. Swimming in the ocean, causing a commotion because they
So
are
am I
so
just invisibly?
Narwhals.
swimming in the ocean. Pretty big and pretty fight. They beat a polar bear in a fight.
Oh,
Like
everyone's
underwater
in a fight.
Just don't
unicorns
let
and
them touch
goddess
your balls.
kick a facial horn. They're the devil of the sea. They
Check.
stop Cthulhu eating ye.
They're the Jedi of the sea. is
Thank
what
you.
it says.
Narwhals.
It's a Cthulhu,
They are narwhals.
The
Narwhals. Just don't let them touch your balls.
I turn into
Narwhals.
a Cthulhu-like creature.
They are narwhals.
So,
Narwhals.
so in answer to my question, the fog,
Inventors of fish convey.
is it a
It's a fog. It's just fog. It obscures
Is it-
vision.
beneficial to me or
Yeah, but you can't see through it either. So
so no? Ooh, lost connection.
But also yes,
Um,
because they can't see you either.
Well, the sea creatures. Oh, I guess they're throwing things, weren't they? Ooh, I could
it's your turn, Altman.
yeah, I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do because now I've got.
You
seeing.
can poly.
I was going to say I can polymorph into another shark and confuse the shit out. No, can I polymorph into one of them?
No, because they're not beasts.
Fudge.
I
So
believe.
jump in the water and be like, let's get this shark, guys, and then they walk off and they're like, ah.
And then you hit one and go, sorry, rolled a nat one.
Very pointy stabby device, of which I don't know where I got from because I can't polymorph.
The dead
items.
two.
Good answer. Okay, so I'm going to cure wounds on the bad guys. No. I have 2 cure wounds. I do. That's insane. Do I have 2? I have 4th level. Dimension door, great invisibility. Oh no, the psychic lance. So, does the fog stay where it is, or is it like around me constantly?
It says where it is, but it's currently emanating from you. Which means I need to do something.
So, if it's a psychic lance, do I need to be able to see them? Is my question. You can see within range, yes. Can I walk to the edge of the 5, 10, 15, 20? Can I walk to the edge of the smoke, throw a what's it blast, and then move back into the fog?
Sure.
stuck by the fire pit rather than in the water, obviously.
So I was sort of there.
Yeah. So sort of step out, go,
And then step back in.
and then step back in. Yeah.
Sure. What are you attacking with then?
Psychic lance.
Psychic lance. Oh, I need to make an intelligence save. It's probably not very good. It's not very good at all.
Oh, not at all. Not at all.
With my -1, I rolled a grand total of 3.
I think you say -1. Okay. So I need to do 7d6 of damage. You definitely failed your intelligence check.
I did.
And that is a total of 25 psychic damage.
That hurts. Not gonna lie.
What a lie to your father. Have a cup of tea. Potato.
I know there's something between the Elvish,
Yeah, which?
the Welsh and the Irish. Don't know where I got the Elvish
Yeah,
from.
it's called the fucking ocean, you dickhead. I like that joke way too much. It's good.
It was good.
Water.
Oh, speaking of water jokes. I don't know why I said water jokes. It's just a joke. How do you
But I'm
think?
feeling a bit flush.
How can you think the unthinkable? With an iceberg.
Oh my god.
It's kind of water-based. And it did sail from Ireland.
Yeah, but it was after it left.
It's our stream.
It was after it left Liverpool that it ran into problems. So Ireland's fine. No, did customs Ireland, didn't it?
Well, there is a conspiracy theory. It wasn't even the Titanic.
It was the Britannic.
It was an insurance job.
Yeah, the problem is it's really, really hard for them to prove that.
I mean, that's never stopped in. We haven't talked about this. I really enjoy those shows that are like, oh, so the pyramids, you know, couldn't have been done by humans. There's these images and stuff like that, so it could have been aliens. And I'm like, oh yeah, quite like that. Yeah, I like the theory behind it. And then some crazy guy with a weird haircut goes, so the only answer is that it could be aliens. I'm like, well, I'm going to stop you there because we've got these people called historians and scientists that have come up with a potential answer that seems fairly plausible given aliens are unlikely.
Yeah.
So you to give your argument was quite an interesting, different type work, but you can't say the only answer is aliens. I'm
Except-
sorry. As soon as you say an absolute, you've lost me in an argument because we get
Because
kind of
only
wrong
a
about
Sith
stuff.
deals with absolutes.
And
So
only a,
Yoda was a
yeah.
Sith, just saying.
And
Do or do
only-
not, there's no try.
and only a flat earth
Except
Is an absolute.
starts
Do or do
with the, and only a flat earther starts with the conclusion they want to reach, and then looks for evidence to
Yes.
fit the conclusion that they've
Yes,
already
it's,
decided is the
I
I
answer.
once joined a
Something
flat
biased,
earther
isn't
group on Facebook, and
Oh,
they had
man.
A banner.
a thing, a survey. You know, when you join a group, some of them have these little questionnaires. See if
Yeah.
you get in. Why do you want to join? I put for the lols. Do you believe the Earth is flat? No, I believe in science. And they still let me in.
Oh, brilliant.
So
So-
I'm guessing they just didn't read them.
Well, I was
the
I was
argument
literally about
for-
to say, let's be honest, if you think the world is flat, you probably can't read.
Well,
the arguments for the
But-
pyramids.
some of the things they came
No,
up with,
I love
I'm like,
it. I'm a big fan of
But that's
Stargate.
the-
And I was
convinced. I'm
like,
leaving this
the reason
group.
why I like Stargate was the combination of the history and
We have actual.
whose go is it?
Because then I
In a
remember
minute.
there's actual.
We have
evidence.
actual evidence of how the pyramids were built. Because in 2017, they, near the base of the Great Pyramid of Giza, they found a small burial site.
I'm
Of-
really expecting a joke.
No, this is legit. Like, I'm checking the name so I get it right. Of a man called Merer, Merer. He was the assistant to Ankh-Haf, who was the man who built the pyramids. He was Khufu's brother. The pyramid was built for
He's
Khufu.
like built like a
He
brick
was the
shit
one.
house.
He was the one that oversaw the building of the pyramids. And this Mera has written in detail how they moved limestone blocks, how they moved them down on the barge, the fact that they dug canals specifically to the mines to mine the blocks out so it could be floated down to the Nile and in, and then filled them in afterwards, so that no non-royal work could use their labour. Which is why the canals now aren't visible, because they were filled in thousands of years ago. And it's literally it's like some boring nobody's journal, but it is a detailed account of everything he did every day he worked on the pyramids and how they moved the stuff, how they got the stone there, and how they rolled it up into place and that.
Fucking nerds.
And it's like it's
Ruined
just
it.
it's
No, it's the Jem'Hadar. That's the wrong thing. It's the wrong star.
the gold.
The gold. Gold.
It is Direct's turn. Who will take his turn?
Pew pew. Keep firing. Oh,
Sure, yeah.
Sweet. He has hit once.
still need to remember to change them dice over.
Less noisy. Spooshy.
I want the noise. I just don't want the spoosh. Spoosh sounds weird.
I want the dice like a satisfying poop. Less spooshy.
Yeah.
No words.
We are in a very,
Less splooshy.
we are in a very wet dungeon at the moment. though.
Black.
Racist.
Garion.
Oh, is it me again?
Yeah.
Cool.
just slipped your name. Even Garen's falling asleep now.
Let's go to there. Cool. So that was. Fucking click. There you bastard. There we go. So I'll go to there and throw whelm at them.
Okay.
Will they be overwhelmed?
No, hopefully they'll be under him.
Could they just be whelmed?
19.
Bless you, baby. Everyone else, you ignorant pricks.
19.
Yeah, it hits.
I watched that movie Dogma Island. You always say bless you. What is this? Even if it's some random person walking down the street. Bless you.
17.
17 damage.
Yes.
Sweet, you've killed. Oh, you haven't killed that one. You're attacking the nearest one, aren't you?
No,
I
the
watched
furthest
recently.
one.
Oh, the furthest
Can't
one,
remember
then you
to
killed
stop
it.
So it wasn't very
Oh,
long, a
cool.
couple weeks ago. And,
Done?
And, like power watch
Yes.
and stuff.
Sweet, Sriracha's going to join
When I'm
you.
sick, I stay in bed, but I don't sleep.
Yeah.
So it's like, get that done, get that done, get that done. I
Oh, a
watched Jay
natural
and Silent
20.
Bob, the reboot. Quite enjoyed it because it's one of those movies that it is a reboot.
It's taking the piss of
It's taking the
reboots.
piss out of
Yeah.
itself, sort of thing. It's doing what Scary Movie stopped doing after Scary Movie. Take this and then just whatever enough of that stuff. But yeah, I was like, actually, it's really good. I like the way they did it, and then they got a bit where Ben Affleck literally goes, "I'm Batman."
Chert. Shark Chert. There is one left.
Excellent. Does it have any wounds?
It's very hurt.
Oh, right. In that case, then I get to
Frenzy.
adopt Blood Frenzy,
Yeah.
giving me advantage on melee attack rolls.
See, that is good because that is kind of, correct me if I'm wrong, correct for sharks in general when they smell the blood. They
Yeah,
get a bit
they all
crazy.
get a bit carried away.
I found out an interesting fact recently that humans can smell rain better from further away than sharks can smell blood.
That's because they're underwater. You probably won't notice.
I can't remember what the thing is. They are super sensitive to it, but it's something I've never thoroughly. But anyway, hang on. I should quickly do this. Does a 26 hit?
Well, yeah, but can they smell a
Does a
steak?
26
Can they
hit?
smell
Are you
blood
fighting
far
a
away
dragon?
From how I can smell a steak.
No.
Then yeah, it hits.
Yay! Hang on. 3d10 plus 6.
What's the range on that? 'Cause you must be
5 feet. Oh yeah, I've swum over to it.
Whoop.
Ooh.
Like that the whole way.
Uh,
You're in a really
32,
awkward position.
32 of bitey damage.
Oh, he's gold, big day. He's out of the water. He's dead.
Did you
Sharks
do?
on land. Has anyone seen the movie Ghost Sharks?
No.
Ghost sharks.
Terrible sci-fi, like straight to DVD movie.
It's Roger
But
Corman, isn't it?
its whole thing is basically that it's a shark that's been killed. I
He's
think
dead,
from
by the
another
way.
movie, another sort of shark horror movie type thing. But because it's a ghost, it obviously can just go through water, so it starts coming out of taps and eating people in the bath and stuff. And I'm like, awesome. If I
ever
wasn't
seen-
terrified enough tonight, it's like,
You ever seen Snow Sharks?
Oh, I haven't seen snow sharks.
That's a ski resort where a landslide frees frozen sharks that can swim through snow rather than water.
Ah.
Ooh, Robo Alligator.
Giant octopus versus mega croc, or something
no,
like
it
that.
might be Mecha Croc or Mega.
No, this is like mega croc.
Yeah. But basically, someone's used cybernetics to make an insane killer robot crocodile, but it escapes and it's free, and the first thing it kills, of course, is some rednecks.
Sharktopus.
So if
So
there's,
high
anything,
fish
shark
if
octopus.
there's anything that's taught the films teacher is if
Don't be a
don't
redneck.
have a mullet. They're
No,
attracted
no,
to it.
actually, no, that's wrong, because Walking Dead. Oh, that's a TV show. Conflicting information.
Alan, roll me a D100.
I can't. It's not. Is it my turn again already?
There's no monsters left.
Oh, bollocks.
So you've got like 8
So
of these to
I
roll.
was going to say, there's quite a few left. 24.
Your skin turns a vibrant shade of blue.
This is already grey.
Your skin stays this
cool.
way.
It's in my mini.
Your skin stays
Forever.
this way until you've had remove curse cast upon you.
Oh, cool. So I can say that colour. That means that
Yeah.
makes sense for my
Roll it
mini.
again.
78. Oh no.
Roll a save. Wisdom save.
Oh, that's good. Let me just get to a saves. It's an 18 already, if that helps. What can I save? Wisdom. It's a 21.
Yeah, you're fine.
What was that
Roll,
one?
no, I'm telling you. Roll again.
Oh, shit. Oh, no, that's low. 11. Stop pulling faces.
Roll a D10.
Uh,
Single D10.
Oh, that was a D10. 7.
You grow 7 inches taller.
Cool.
Right.
Sorry, you grow 7 inches shorter.
Oh,
So shrink 7 inches.
No. Yeah, odd you shrink 7 inches.
Okay.
Roll again.
you're slowly becoming a Smurf. You're blue and you're shrinking.
I do have a big white beard as well. 30. 30.
30.
Oh dear.
You suddenly appear next to Garion.
Fair enough.
Is that it?
Roll again.
I'm guessing that was a move to the furthest away party member.
50. Oh, this is dangerous. 51. How many have I left?
You gain a spectral shield that hovers near you for the next minute. Roll again.
How many rolls have you got?
4,
Like
including this one.
70. 78. That was a reasonably good
Roll a
one.
wisdom save.
Oh no, that was the bad one. Shit. Oh no.
That was the one he wasn't going to tell you the answer.
11.
Give me a second.
Re-roll your character's spell.
I need to get my story straight. My friends are in the bathroom. Getting higher than the Empire State.
Oh dear, that'd be funny.
My lover, she's been waiting for me just across the bar.
Hang on, just before you roll again.
Don't ruin
just
this for me.
As a bar.
Can I use bardic inspiration?
Yeah.
Because you haven't told me I've failed yet.
Yeah, but you can't give it to yourself, so.
Yeah, but
Are you
check
about
You
to roll
failed.
again?
You failed, but I can't tell you what it is, so. Yet. Give me a second. What were you saying, Shirt? Sorry?
Sorry, just let me know when you're about to roll again, because I've got the perfect music for it.
Do it now, I think.
Hang on.
Oh, sorry. This
That
is
was a
what
lot
you
of work
could have
to
won.
do.
For those younger audiences.
Fucking watch something before you were born. Stop making excuses.
just put challenge on and you'll see eventually.
I've seen Star Wars that came out well before I was born. Sort your shit out.
Not well before, only a little bit before.
Quite a bit.
Yeah.
So, Altman,
70s.
Yeah.
you find a weird
You
moment.
really
After a
want
weird
to
moment,
fuck
you
up.
become.
What? I'm a sheep.
You're
This
a
year's
sheep.
the 45th anniversary.
I can't be a sheep. I'm allergic to wool.
You're a sheep. You also sneeze.
It's more breathy, die kind of.
Roll again. You have 3 left.
Oh. This is how we started. I rolled a 1.
Ah, reroll.
It sounds like this dice is loaded. 23.
You again turned blue. You're now a blue sheep.
No bullshit.
Roll again.
Oh, I regret saying that. 90. 9.
You regain a single spell slot of the highest level you've spent.
I don't think I've used any spell slots, fuck's sake.
Last roll.
85.
3 illusionary bright blue sheep appear near you.
How long's the being a sheep thing?
It's polymorph.
What, can I, if I've got this book, can I unspell it?
No, because you're a sheep.
Do I have to die?
No, you'll be fine.
No, I can run into the water, I'll drown, I'll turn back into a human.
You
And
might
I'm not
not.
a human though.
You might not.
You need to
drown.
work out which one is the real one, though.
The one in the middle that was there to begin with.
But I moved it.
Yeah, closer.
I moved it.
Yeah, down one.
So you think it's that one?
I'll take all 4 sheep and kill them all. I'm Welsh, you're lucky that I'm killing the sheep.
He normally puts his special wellies on for that.
I was going to say, do you need some help?
Yeah.
I was going to say, do you need some help killing these sheep? Because Chirk can swim on over.
What? Wait, hang on. You just wait, no. 'cause you know,
Garion's just going to
you're
sit
like,
on this pile of bones and watch.
Which one of the sheep is me? I just walk forward into the water.
It'll be the one.
I was like, wait, why am I confused by this? I just walk forward. It's like one of them things. Your father has 3 children. Their names are Snap, Crackle, and Pop. What's the third named child's name? And someone goes,
Pop, because you just said they're called Snap, Crackle, and Pop.
Fudge, Snap, Crackle, and fuck off. Your father has 3 children.
Does he?
Snap, Crackle,
I only know of
and...
2.
Shut up, dickhead. Yeah, well... You don't know.
I mean, he does have Alzheimer's. Could have forgotten a whole 3rd child.
My wife's dad did
I was
just
just
discover he
I was
has
like, ah, ooh.
3 other sisters he didn't know about, and he's in his 60s.
Really?
And he's only just discovered about these. Apparently his dad was a bit of a...
Oh wow.
Player.
Bit of a player.
Yeah, so I walk into the water.
Okay. What are you doing when you get into the water?
I all found out when they turned up to his funeral.
Drowning. Unless Chuck gets hungry.
Chert, you hungry?
I better not, because I presume I'm aware that one of these is older.
I don't know. 4 sheep
Yeah, but
fall
it's
into the
quite-
water
it's
in front of
polymorph,
you.
so I die.
Actually, you're in a feeding frenzy and 4 sheep drop into the water in front of you.
Shit, you are, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Nom nom.
Nom nom.
What do you want me to do?
That's funny if you've seen Suicide Squad.
Oh yeah.
Nom nom.
Nom nom. Nom nom.
Ah,
Oh, this is going to get really awkward in a minute, isn't it?
so,
Why? Because I've been in your mouth.
Sounds like I actually need to watch this new Suicide Squad.
you do.
It's really,
It
really,
sounds
really
very
good.
much like how comic book movies should
So,
be.
you know
It's
the
silly.
first, Guardians of the Galaxy film,
Yeah.
where
Yeah,
it's
it's
funny
that
and
level.
everyone's enjoying
Yeah,
themselves.
yeah, yeah.
It's exactly like that.
Yeah.
I definitely need to.
Also, Yeah,
quite
someone
like
pointed that out to me, and the Margot Robbie and James Gunn themselves like, yeah, this is why.
Oh,
That's like,
no,
that's
I didn't
legit
think about
reason.
that at all.
And I'm like, oh, that makes perfect sense now. I
knew
like
it
the
was
fact that
supposed
the
to-
character Javelin is played by one of my favourite German comedians in the world. He's genuinely a really funny guy called Flula Borg.
Oh, no, no.
He's in Pitch Perfect 2. He's one of the German performers in
I
Pitch
thought I
Perfect 2, the
recognised him,
male.
Yeah, I was like, wait.
He's in a lot. The YouTube channel Smosh do a lot of Try Not to Laugh videos with him in, because he's great at making them laugh, and they just cannot get him, whatever they do.
Am I dead?
So, well,
Nom nom.
Roll a hit.
I'm munching on some sheep.
What's the armour of a sheep?
Not.
How good is wool?
It's not.
Especially considering wool also isn't waterproof, so you're actually taking on a shit ton of water
yeah.
right now and sinking.
Oh my god, there is a sheep under monsters.
Oh man, 17.
That's
17.
definitely hit.
Yeah.
You've hit armor 10.
Okie dokie.
Or does the water
Roll me another d20, just a d20.
me?
No.
7.
Sweet. Roll damage.
1, 2, 3. And that is 23.
Sweet. You have killed an illusionary sheep.
Excellent.
You're still in a feeding frenzy. Roll again.
To hit or just to...
Roll a hit.
Ooh, only an 11.
Still hits. Roll a d20 to see what you hit.
6.
Okay, roll damage.
21.
You've killed another
Then it
illusionary
doesn't
sheep.
Excellent.
Roll again.
19.
19. Okay, roll damage. Sorry, roll another d20.
14.
Sweet, roll damage.
Oh, the way you said that makes me think I might be unlucky this time. To 18.
Sweet, what you bit down on as a sheep is suddenly a slightly angry Altman.
Ooh, dang.
You don't do any damage to Altman, because that's not how polymorph works. But now you have an Altman in your mouth.
I'm going to let go of Altman immediately.
Sweet, you're going to turn back. It's Chert.
I'm going to nudge Altman with my nose back up towards the surface and back towards
The other
edge.
illusionary sheep disappears.
Hey. I'll nudge Altman over to the, because I don't know what state he's in, so I'll just make sure that he can get
I'm fine. Nothing's happened to me other than I've turned into a sheep.
But you're underwater in the, you know.
For some people, Alan, they would need some time. Have you ever seen The Emperor's New Groove?
Yes. I
Yeah.
had to think then.
The end of it, all the guards get turned into animals, and they're like,
Pull the lever, crap!
no, it's like, get him! And one of the guys goes, I've been turned into a cow. Can I have the day off? And she goes, yes. Anybody else? And they go, no. She goes, right, get him!
Yeah, so I'll nudge Altman up to the side. I shall jump out of the water and turn myself back into
Chert.
Chert, and then I shall go back over to the pile of bones with my hands in my pockets and continue my investigation.
Sweet, they are.
Which is what I was
Start your
trying to
investigation.
do.
They are.
There's a fucking bones.
They are a pile of bones.
Excellent. Utterly dejected, I'm going to stomp out the room.
I must admit, like this dungeon is quite annoying because we keep fighting with things, but
I'm going to animate
there's
the
no
dead.
treasure to be had at all.
Turn some
anywhere.
bones into a
Oh.
skeleton servant.
There is a corridor, by the way, that goes
There's a
down.
corridor. I shall march grumpily
You
back
want
into
a bony friend.
I have a skeleton servant now, yes.
Just the one.
Well,
I'm
there's no
not-
point having more than one.
I'm not wasting multiple spell slots. I'm having
Did you just say there's not a point of having a
army
one.
of skeletons.
more than one army of skeletons walking in front of you into any trap?
that will
slash
do whatever
situation
you
want?
tell them
Yeah.
to.
Yeah, it did.
I disagree.
Yeah. It's better than the no.
So yeah, he's going to walk.
In
In
fairness,
front
that
of
was all on
me.
you.
Yeah.
We'll go down the corridor.
Why? What in your experience
Is
of
that-
us in this game?
Is that actually a skeleton? Oh yeah, it's a...
It was a
Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine.
I knew the word before I started singing, and then my brain went, nope.
I'm blind!
No, that was earlier. I'm no longer blinding.
So,
I can see
I can't
now.
believe how lucky and that was, all them rolls. Because there is some bad stuff on there, isn't there?
Like there's casting fireball on yourself. There's teleporting yourself to somewhere
Yeah, I
within a
did that
3-mile
before.
radius.
That's how I killed the vampire.
Yeah.
I cast fireball on myself and killed the vampire that was stood next to me. I'm like, haha, dickhead.
In fact, let me go down and pick the worst ones.
I love the wild magic thing. We have a rest yet. I need
Each
to roll some
creature,
D6.
each creature within 30 feet of you takes D10 necrotic damage.
It's all my sheep, right?
To be turned into a sheep isn't good. Not gonna lie.
Not the best.
I was going to say,
Is it
timing
specifically a sheep?
Yes, it says if you fail, you turn into a sheep for the spell's duration.
What's the spell?
Polymorph.
Like that.
Polymorph. So it says
Oh,
you
just
cast
polymorph.
polymorph on yourself.
Oh, right, but what? Oh, okay.
You are frightened by the nearest creature.
Look. Okay, no.
Uh,
Oh,
That's
I
acting.
up
maybe.
to three.
What
Well
was
done,
that?
Julia.
What was that?
Up to 3
That-
creatures you choose within 30 feet of you take 4d10 lightning damage.
Well, that'd be effective if I was surrounded, but other than
My
that-
God, Alan, the worst one. You are immune to being intoxicated by alcohol for 5d6 days.
6 days. That's a meaningful spell.
5d6 days.
Oh, that's a lot.
You turn into a potted plant.
That's not very effective. I could have walked into the water.
Have we suddenly gone in, and is there an elephant, a
Great.
whale falling at the same?
You are Groot.
That's a bit of a niche one, and I love it. The whale thinking all the things. The only things that went through the pot of rhododendron's heads was, oh, not again. The scientists think if we could work out why it thought this, we might be able to understand a lot more about the universe.
Fucking love that.
Do love
that book.
do love Hitchhikers. The films are good. The film's good in its own right.
I enjoyed the film because that was the first, like,
The TV series is
exposure
better
to it.
than the film.
Oh yeah, it was a TV series, wasn't it?
It was
We
originally
watched that at
a
school.
radio play.
We watched that at school.
oh,
Which I described.
you
to
cast
Galaxy.
grease
Like-
centered on yourself. You cast confusion centered on yourself. You cast magic missile as a 5th level spell. The
Ooh.
targets are determined at random.
Oh, that's fun.
You cast fireball on yourself.
Done that.
A
I think they've
Modron
done that, burnt the T-shirt.
chosen by the DM, controlled by the DM, appears in a space within 5 feet of you.
Oh what?
I don't know, a Modron.
I thought it was like a giant shark type thing. It just lands on the land.
I was just saying, if you can turn into a sheep again, I can see if you can polymorph into a border collie. Wicked.
If he ever turns into a plant pot, you need to polymorph into a whale at that same moment.
That's it, yeah. just for the picture opportunities alone.
Oh, there's lots of different Modrons. The smallest version, which I will send to the table so you guys can see it. Looks like this.
Oh, them.
Monodrone.
It's-
I'm gonna
looks
scroll
like
down.
a mechanical Mike was
There is also the Duodrone, which looks like a mechanical sex pest.
Yeah, it does a
A
little bit.
Tridrone,
Ooh, still mechanical sex best.
Quadrone,
Mike Wazowski.
Pentadrone. Oh, it's Starro.
Yeah, it is. Tell you what, he's
That's the big one, and that is like armor class 16, hit points 32. Can't be compelled. If it dies, its body disintegrates. It makes 5 arm attacks, but only 5 damage. But it has paralysis gas.
So do I sometimes.
Yeah.
distant.
It's hard sharing an office with him.
Yeah, it'd be
I'm
just a
holding it
random
in
one of the
until,
clockwork
for the
things
next
gets
6
summoned.
minutes.
Well, we started half an hour late, mate. Hold
Oh,
on,
yeah,
mate.
good point.
Got to hold on to it for another half hour.
No, you'll just have to
If
deal
you
with
say
it.
that, I'm actually not going to show you the next room until we're on next session. So.
Right. Well, it's good.
Do we
because
fancy
we're
a
in 2 rooms.
sleep in this corridor?
I'm not doing too bad actually. I've
Only because Altman mentioned it.
I'm not doing too bad. Nope.
He's alright.
I am tired.
I know the feeling.
I only have a little actual life gone, but I could do with getting some spells. Well, I haven't used spell slots, but I do need to roll some dice to get my charges back. We might as well sleep in the hut.
Put
Yeah.
up the hut and sleep
Put up
in
the
that.
hut, sleep in that, have a
Yeah.
long
Have
rest.
a long rest. Everyone gets a long rest.
Hey.
How long does my skeleton dude last for?
He will die by the end of the long rest, I think.
I can't remember how
Well,
long it lasts for.
it-
I could just go back in and get another one.
Well, won't the pile of bones be where he died? Excuse me, be where he died?
No, they vanish.
Ah.
I'm guessing so that you can't just keep reanimating it. 24 hours they last. So he will still be alive.
Fair enough.
So I'm going to roll a d6 for.
And if I
my
cast it on him again when we wake back up, he's there for another 24 hours.
thingy.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Ha
I did when I cast
So
it.
I
I
rolled
cast
a
it
4
at
and a
5th
1
level.
for my one of my ones,
Yeah.
and then I have six charge,
Which
7 charges
turns
for my
out-
other one. I rolled a 6.
Happy days. Happy days.
There's 2 additional undead for each slot above 3rd.
So I have 6 and I use 4. So everything's back up to full
I
power.
didn't realise this, but I actually have
You can really look through that.
5
Nice.
skeletons
Oh, okay.
because I did it at 5th level. I could have done it at a lower level, but I have 5 skeletons
Nice.
because I cast it at 5th level.
So they guard the hut.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Is there a lot more of this dungeon?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there's loads of it, isn't there?
Yeah, I saw the map. It's like, I mean, at a rate of doing 2 rooms a session means we'll finish this
September.
2025.
At least Matt knows he doesn't have a lot of preparation to do in between our
I was
sessions.
gonna say.
Honestly, guys, I am never not using Roll20 again. It's just so easy to get the pre-built sessions, run it, and just add my own.
Yeah, because
Just add my own narrative spin to everything. And not
we've
draw the
found
maps
we
and-
found a different one that you might want to use.
Go on.
instead.
We've got 2 new things actually, and we actually got some really cool files, but I need to have a look at them.
There's
But
a good
we
one called
may be able to
Astral
put
as
them
well.
Into Roll20.
Oh no, I don't mean Roll20 specifically. I mean some other form of digital tracker to do all the maps and enemies and that.
VTT,
Is that what they're called?
virtual tabletop.
Thank you.
Well, thank you very much. The listeners talk shit through 10
Again,
minutes.
I'm sure that's the only
Through-
reason people
through-
tune in, though. To be
through
fair.
10 minutes of D&D and an hour and a half at least of movie trivia / mildly boomerish opinions with some sprinkle of liberal. I don't know, snowflakey. I don't know what it was. That's the negative thing. I got we're predominantly liberal here, you know. I just throw the nice boomery stuff in every now and for balance. But yeah, good session.
Oh,
We talked a lot about movies as always, which is exactly what a podcast
Oh.
about D&D is about.
Go and see The King's Man if you get a chance.
Ah,
I said this
Oh,
last week.
yeah,
Fucking
yeah,
hell,
that
that's a good
looks good.
film.
Oh, I'm not going to the cinema where there's people.
Eternals is great, but don't bother paying for it.
I think I already have. That's the problem.
I thought it was, isn't it
It's on Disney Plus.
Disney Plus free?
Oh, no.
Yeah, if you've got it anyway.
In that case, then my ex-wife paid for it. Better.
Thank you. Well, yeah, it was fine.
Yeah, it's all right.
It was better than Black Widow.
Yeah.
Black Widow had better moments.
For me,
Eternals was a better film.
it was closer to a DC movie. Where
Yeah.
I was interested in the people when I went into the movie. The more I watched the movie, I was like,
It gets
Did-
better at the end. There's some really there's unnecessary action scenes, but they are at least really well shot. I did a lot of on-location filming rather than using green screens. I quite like the characters.
the end, and I think I saw some of the end, and it just kind of annoyed me.
It's odd.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
you know.
There are some weird
just
choices, but it
just
was a
sort of
weird
finishes,
choice.
doesn't it,
It was a
rather
weird
than-
choice in general to make a film about the Eternals.
because they're quite an odd story.
They are such a niche superhero group. Even Marvel Comics, I don't think they've had an actual run Eternals series
They've just been
for nearly on a decade now. They just turn up in other people's stories.
That they meet an eternal.
That's weird.
I think that's how it should have been. It should have been. I think it would be really good if it tied some of the movies together.
Did
where-
you stay to watch the end credits scene?
No, I didn't apparently.
Okay.
I watched it at home in bed and I fell asleep, and I felt
So,
like I missed some of the
without
credits.
telling you any of the context of the end credits scene, at some point there is a disembodied voice in the end credits scene.
Yes.
The
heard about
disembodied
this.
voice is credited to the actor whose name I always get wrong, Mahershala
You're
Mahershala
looking at the dyslexic
Ali.
guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know you mean.
The guy who was in Green Book and he was Cottonmouth in the first series of Luke Cage,
Yes.
Oh, right. Yeah.
who has been cast to play Blade next
Yes, in
year,
the new
or
Blade.
2023, in the new Blade Marvel film.
Oh, he'd be good as Blade.
Exactly, and he's already been confirmed.
Because I really liked him as Cottonmouth. Cottonmouth
Yeah.
was awesome.
He was at the
Yeah.
last SDCC that they did something at,
That was almost.
and they announced it by he walked on stage. I'd like to introduce Oscar-winning actor, and he walks on, and everyone's like, "Okay, why is he here?" And he puts on a hat, and it's got a new Blade logo on the front.
Nice.
And then everything fades out, and they just bring the logo up on the screen behind him.
I would love to go to a proper Comic Con,
Oh,
like the